Right now, you're based in Singapore with Shangri-La Hotel. What are your day-to-day tasks?
It's been good. I've been like slowly getting my feet back under me because I haven't worked a full-time job in the last 2 years. It's been part-timing and really just, getting back on my feet again. And I feel like so many of us have been through the go nonstop. And then when the pandemic hit, a lot of us were either out of work or staying home or had our work like vastly cut down. And when I first moved here, people were like, oh, why don't you get like a bar manager role or get like, a leading role and, take over, or like we're opening a new place, like we want you to head it and stuff like that. But I feel like I wasn't ready to go all in again because I've been sort of, half in the water, half out of the water. And I was actually planning to leave the industry to go become a teacher because I really love working with kids, and I was teaching Sunday school for many years. And I felt like I didn't want to put myself under that pressure that will cause me to crack again. So I thought it would be great to be an assistant. So I'm an assistant manager to my beverage and bar manager, Adam, who is incredible. He's amazing in terms of managing his team and just making sure that each one of us is taken care of. And he was looking for someone to assist him in the day-to-day tasks of managing training modules and putting out more tasting sessions and stuff like that, and just being able to champion the program that the bar stood for. And I was really hoping to be an understudy of somebody who's already been doing this for a few years, and how I can come to it and how I can add to it and how I can support it. And so I think it was a great marriage of expectations and also skill sets, where he knows that he can count on me to do all of this, and I know that I can count on him to, give me the direction and the purpose of the space and what we can do together as a team. And the team is just like warm and friendly and so sweet, and it's been such a joy working in this environment again. Like when I came to Singapore, I really wanted to find somewhere that I could call home again. And I wanted somewhere that it was not such a huge space, but it's cozy enough that we could do a lot more as one unit together. So Origin Bar became a great option for me, and I'm quite enjoying it so far. I think that the first couple of weeks were painful. I could not feel my feet after work, and my back was breaking. I have to book myself in for massages and get my husband to massage me. And just like, it was also a time where I doubted myself, where I'm like, oh my God, did I make a mistake? And am I not meant to do this again? But the great thing about this industry is like riding a bicycle, right? You learn how to ride a bicycle and you know how to ride a bicycle. And when you haven't been on it for a while, you just sort of like, you can ease yourself back into it. And having a team that is so understanding and so good already at what they do just made it, so much more of a joy to be a part of. And
what made you take a break, like in your previous job, and you decided that you are thinking maybe you want to quit this entirely?
I think when we talk about staying sober, right? People battle with different challenges in life, and I was battling a lot of self-worth issues, and also just like being on the go, doing things all of the time, and not really looking at what I needed, whether physically or mentally. And I wasn't eating properly. I wasn't making sure of my sleep cycles and stuff like that. And so everything just sort of crashed in on itself, and I started having like digestive issues, and all of this is all like symptoms of anxiety. And so I thought, you know what, maybe I've already come to a point in my career where this is like enough for me. And people are like and people can be so nasty, and people can be so demanding, and just throwing their entitlement around. And you see the good in people, and you see a lot of the absolutely disgusting behavioral traits of some people in this industry. And I think I really wanted to just shift the entire focus to more innocent hearts and minds.
Like nurturing yourself.
Yeah. And sorry?
Nurturing yourself.
Yeah, and also be able to do something that was completely different from what I was involved with before, and be be able to rest and be able to recharge and be able to sort of rediscover myself, like what are my priorities now, what are the things that I want and I need, and how can I be more attentive to what I should take care of before I try to take care of everything else.
And what did you do in that process? Like, is it like reading, meditation, or something else?
No. Some people would say, you have to surround yourself with people who can love on you, people who can pray for you, people who can, all of these being part of a community thing. So I felt like what really helped me was to be in touch with a counselor. So a friend of mine actually started a mental health startup, my friend Joan, and it's called Thoughtful. And it puts you in touch with a counselor on a daily basis, Monday to Friday, short, maybe 30 minutes, an hour, but someone that you can chat with on a constant basis, someone who can guide you in processing not only like your thoughts and your emotions and what you're struggling with, and also give you like clear guidelines on how you can work through it, how you can identify it, and how you can be better at it. And so I'm the kind of person that I like clarity. I like to know exactly what I need to do, what I have to do, what I like blueprints of things. I like standard operating procedures. I like things that are written out, like clearly step 1 is this, step 2 is this, step 3 is this. And so to be able to really like unpack everything with somebody else who has zero investment in your life, like they don't have to be invested in it, but they are going to help you to process all of this with so many things going on, with pandemic, with Black Lives Matter, with Asian hate. All of these things just sort of like snowballed. I remember seeing a comic of someone going like, regular anxiety, and then COVID anxiety, financial anxiety, no, everything just sort of like piled on, and suddenly you're just like, no, I'm losing all my marbles. But it really is, there's no shame and there's no harm in asking for help. And there's, not everyone has this all figured out. If you're okay without a counselor or a therapist, that's great. And if you would like to see one, you would like to get to know like how someone else could help you go through all of the things, then yeah. The worst thing is when you treat your friend as your counselor, because
and I'm sure a lot of us are doing that.
Yeah, that friendship is not gonna last very long, because one person is definitely gonna feel like they're giving too much, and the other person may be taking too much and not realizing it. But and then we also talk about boundaries, right? So these are like the boundaries that you have within friendships. But then I felt like a lot of my frustration and a lot of my anxiety was being poured out onto my husband, and he was bearing the brunt of all of my outbursts and all of my emotional episodes. And like, why are you crying? I just can't stop crying. I don't know why. But it's just, I still feel so overwhelmed with all of the things. Like I wanted change. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to be good at what I wanted, to find my calling again, and I wanted to be able to provide for my family. And so yeah, we want to start a family. So many things, right? And so if you feel overwhelmed, it's always good to find someone to talk to. And if you feel like you want to take it a step further to really like break down what you're going through and how you want to process it, how you want to be able to like 掌握它 how to say 掌握
to get hold of it.
Yeah. So like to be able to be in control of it so that you are more aware of your surroundings and your emotions and how, you know, you can be a functional human being again without stressing yourself out or stressing other people around you out. And it's good that with my current boss as well, he can spot that coming from me sometimes, and he'll just be like, you won't do anything, you just do this. And I'm like, okay, I got the cue.
And there's power in saying like, hey, I need to stop, I need to rest now. Right now, I need to take a break, rather than just going on and on and on. And just hearing you say, because a lot of people like in their early 20s or mid 20s, they're like looking for their calling, you know. And for you, you've been in this industry for 10 years now, and it's just, is the word refreshing to hear you say that after 10 years you are so passionate about this, and after 10 years you are still like, okay, wait, I'm lost. What's my calling now? What am I passionate about? Because you always think that it's that questioning at when you're 20 something, and then you finally found it and you do it for 10 years and yay, it's the highway.
It's like, you know, you don't just find something and then be like, okay, I'm like doing this for like the entirety of my life. Like, yeah, some people get that, but some people do also get like a second start, and some people also get like, you know, I don't know if this is for me, and I'm like second guessing myself now, and I don't know if this is right, and it's perfectly alright to feel that way. I think so much pressure is put on people to have like a linear growth, right? You know, like the line must be going like up. But we know
it's not true. It's not linear growth.
But it's not true. It goes up and down and up and down and plateau. There's a lot of plateau, and it's okay if you plateau. You know, you get so many young people who are like, oh, I feel like I'm not learning on this job anymore. It's like, yeah. That's when you're being conditioned to be perfect at what you do, better at what you do. Because when you do the day in, day out, when you do all the basic, all the tedious, all the repeating tasks, that's when you're really like 修炼, right? You're really like just making yourself better. You're like
doing the mundane, the consistency, and you practice and it becomes perfect.
Exactly. So it's like, you know, you need to go through periods of I can't find that word right now. Like when you're like a clay pot and you're in the fire, or like when you're
molding, pruning.
Yeah. So in that season, right, where you don't feel like you're doing anything great, but you're actually being prepared, or you're preparing for greater opportunity that will come. And so like all of our plateaus and our dips, and the dips are really like, you know, you think of it as like a trampoline, because you gotta go down before you can go back up, and you gotta go like further down before you can go further up. And so it's this sort of like, it's all over the place. This line, this graph is not like this, definitely not like this. It's really gonna be like all over the place, backtrack, forward, and then like, you know, up, down, left, right, whatever. It could be like a 4D map already, if you want to think of it that way, right? It's not even 2D anymore. But there's so much pressure that's being put on just people in general, not just in our industry, to like, oh, you know, if you're getting older, you just have to be getting better and better and better and better and better. That is not the clear line. You know, you have so many different shapes that can be drawn out of your own growth chart, and that makes you who you are, and that makes you unique and makes you memorable. So you know, don't put that pressure on yourself to be just one straight line. You're not a straight line, you're a human being.